Hello, everybody. Ladies on Facebook, hi. Instagram, hello. I'm sorry, I am a few minutes late tonight. Let's see, are you live? I don't think you're live. Hey, on Facebook, ladies, good evening, Sunday night. Welcome, everybody. How's everyone doing tonight? Welcome, welcome. Ladies, when you join, wave, say hello, leave a comment, do something, let me know who's here. Our usual routine every Sunday night. I'm in my red tonight. I love red. I love purple, but I also love red. So sorry I'm a bit late. We're not going to be on too long tonight. I just have a couple of things. Welcome on Facebook, Maintaining My Crown. Welcome, ladies. Welcome, gentlemen. How's everybody tonight? So, I was actually going to straighten my hair tonight, but we're going to talk about what I did this week. I had wash day twice this week for the first time. Welcome, everybody. I'm Maintaining My Crown. Welcome, welcome, Facebook. Welcome, ladies. Welcome, gentlemen. I don't know if you see the difference in my hair, but I'm going to see if I can get close and get a look. Have you seen my hair look like this in a long time? And I don't have any hair wax in it. Hey, Uncle Edward, how are you? Good to see you. Love you. Hey, Nick. So you guys, I washed my hair twice this week for the first time in years. I decided to do wash day twice because I told you last week that I wanted to test out this clay treatment, which I did in the middle of the week. And remember, I told the story last week of a woman that I saw on, hi Brittany, a woman that I saw on YouTube talking about using baby powder to remove the product buildup. And you can also give yourself a clay treatment. So this week I gave myself this clay treatment in the middle of the week. And then I washed my hair again today. So we're going to talk about this because, ladies, I'm really sorry now that I waited so long to try this clay treatment. So for those of you that are new to the page, welcome. My name is Allison. I run a natural hair blog called Maintaining My Crown. It's on Facebook. It's on Instagram. And so I am live on Instagram on my Maintaining My Crown page. I'm also on Facebook Live on my Maintaining My Crown page, and then I am live on my Allison Vaughn page on Facebook as well. So last week I was telling the story about how I came across this really excellent YouTube channel with this beautician, and she was talking about how product buildup can cause your hair to appear damaged, but it's really not. And so the client's hair that she was doing looked exactly like mine, where it looked healthy up until a certain point, and then where I have damage from coloring my hair, it looks very frizzy and it's really not controllable and it's kind of brittle. And so just to recap for the new people, for the last year, I've been cutting my hair from the bottom, trying to get rid of the damaged piece. As it grows out, I keep chopping off a little bit. So anyway, I came across this video last week and I was quite impressed, where she said that she had a client in her chair that had natural hair, and her hair was about this long, really long, beautiful hair. And so she was blowing her hair out, and when she blew her hair out, it was one texture halfway through the strand, and then the lower half of the strand appeared to be kind of frizzy, just like mine. And so she blew her out, and then she ran the flat iron through it. And so her comment was that, I'm sure you think that her hair is damaged, but it's not really damaged. It's product buildup. And for you natural ladies who use a lot of products, that can happen. So you have to do one of a few things. One being, you have to get like a detoxifying, clarifying shampoo and clean your hair. You can use apple cider vinegar, which a lot of us are probably familiar with. And the shocker of it all was that she said you could actually use baby powder to lift the product buildup. So I wanted to treat my hair this week because I'm tired of cutting it. I've lost a year's or 2 years worth of length in trying to save the damaged parts of my hair. I'm really ready for the length to come in full steam ahead, and I'm tired of having to cut it and lose my progress. So I decided this week, in the middle of the week, that I would go ahead and try this clay treatment to lift the product buildup and see what would happen. So my thoughts on this clay treatment was, I love it. And I have to say, like, ladies, those of you that have, I'm sorry, hold on a second. I don't think Instagram is live. I'm not really sure. It doesn't look like Instagram is live. So I used this clay treatment, and the clay treatment, you can actually, mix this with some apple cider vinegar. The recipe, the ingredients that I used, hi Linda, I used apple cider vinegar. It called for a little bit of oil, a little bit of water. And the good thing about the mask is that you don't have to leave this on very long. I think you are only supposed to let this sit on your hair for like 10 to 20 minutes max. So I let it sit on for 10 minutes only, and then I washed it out. Now, that is huge for me because you guys know that I don't follow directions when it comes to a lot of conditioners and things like that. If it says leave the conditioner on for 2 minutes, I'm going to leave it on for 5 or 10, and I'm going to put my heating cap on, and I'm going to really try to let my hair get the maximum amount of benefits. But with this healing clay, I put it in and I got it out in 10 minutes. I didn't even let it sit for the 20 minutes, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to show you why. So, do you guys remember in school when, I don't know if your class did it, but you might have seen it on TV or know somebody who did those old school volcano experiments where you take some products and then like it's supposed to like smoke and act like lava and the volcano explodes. That's kind of how the clay with the apple cider vinegar reacted. So I wasn't expecting that at all. I thought it would just, because I had watched some videos, but I didn't see anybody that put the apple cider vinegar in. Everybody that I watched used water. So you just put it in and you stir it and all was great. But I decided that I wanted to go ahead and try this with the apple cider vinegar because I really wanted to see if this would lift the product buildup, if I had any, if it would lift it, and if my hair would respond any better. So I'm just going to show you this because I thought this was cool, but when this happened, I got a little worried, and so I said I'm not going to leave this on my hair too long because I don't know what's going to happen. So I don't want to waste too much, but this is the powder. So this is kind of like a gray beige powder, and I'm just going to put a little bit here, and I have a glass measuring cup, so I'm not going to waste too much because I'm not going to use this. And then I'm going to put some apple cider vinegar in, and hopefully this is going to do what it did the other day. So it was like a science experiment. So when I saw this thing start to like bubble up and smoke and everything, I was like, oh my goodness, I don't know if I want to leave this on my hair too long. I'm not really sure what's going to happen. So I just had to show you this. It's actually kind of cool, but you know, now it's okay because I know what's going to happen. But when I wasn't expecting this, it took me for a loop. So I'm just going to pour this in, and I'm going to see, let's see if I can get in view of all 3 cameras at once. Let's see. So I'm sorry. I'm going to stir this. The apple cider vinegar stinks. Okay, so when I did this, I had a full cup of powder in here. So you're not getting the reaction. But let me see. I don't want to spill this. But if you can see, you see that this is bubbling. So a cup full of this, and it's fizzing. Let's see if I do it this way for the cameras, if you can see what's happening. When I imagine I had a cup full full of powder in here. So when I poured the apple cider vinegar on it, it went up and it was smoking and it just looked like a volcano erupting. So like I said, I didn't want to waste too much, so I didn't put too much in here. But hopefully you can kind of get the idea of what I am saying, right? So it's activating, it looks like it's bubbling. If you can get a good look at this. So it comes out very loose, it's very thin, it's not like a thick mask. And I washed my hair, I conditioned it. So you guys know last week I told you I made a mask I had some bananas left in the house that were overripe, and I had an avocado that was overripe, so I whipped together this mask. So I gave myself the mask, I shampooed my hair, I gave myself the mask and I let it sit in, and then after I used the mask, I put the healing clay in and I just rubbed this in. It's on the looser side. Put my hair in a shower. I don't even know if it might have been a shower cap. I had my, you guys know I have my beauticians like the cape. So I had my cape sitting on, but you put this on your hair and then you wash it out. I conditioned my hair when I was done. And I could honestly see a difference in the texture of my hair. Am I going to say it resolved the whole problem? No. But it made enough of a difference for me to feel like if I use this 2 or 3 times, I will be very pleased with the results. So I then conditioned my hair and I thought everything was great. So this weekend, I really wanted to color my hair because you guys know I haven't been coloring the front to cover up the grays. So I decided I would have wash day again. I didn't want to do too much in one, at one time. So I separated it out. Let's see. I didn't bring it in here. I used the liquid henna that I showed you guys a couple of weeks ago. So today I pre-treated my hair with some oil because I had a beautician years ago who told me before you color your hair, and at that time I was buying the regular semi-permanent rinses out of the beauty supply store. So she said to me, before you color your hair, you should give yourself a hot oil treatment. So that always stuck with me. So I made sure that I coated my hair with oil and I let it sit for maybe like 2 hours before I washed my hair. And then I washed it out and I put the liquid henna in it. And I have to tell you, I'm very impressed with it. This is henna that I used years ago, and I'm hoping that I don't have the same issue. The issue that I had years ago was I felt like it was bleeding all over everything. So I used it again, and I used a dark brown because another tip from a beautician of mine, she said never use black because when you use the semi-permanent black rinses, as they start to fade, ladies, as some of you know, they will pick up a green tint. So she said to lessen that effect, don't use black, use dark brown. And my naturopath actually, I think, also may have told me that, use dark brown. So anyway, so I put the dark brown rinse in my hair today. Now for the dark brown, you're supposed to let it sit. If you have dark brown hair already, or brown hair that's pigmented, you let it sit for 30 minutes. If you're putting it on gray hair or white hair, you're supposed to let it sit for an hour. So I said, I'll meet it in the middle and I'll put it on for 45 minutes. Now, the one thing that I noticed in the directions this time, because I sat and I read the directions before I put it in today because I didn't want any issues, was that it said don't color your hair that has been colored already. So ladies, those of you that have gotten relaxers, you will understand that concept, right? Like you don't permed hair. You only touch up the new growth. So I was very careful that I did not color the rest of this hair that had already been colored with a natural shampoo that was coloring my hair. And I also, because I wasn't really sure how my hair was going to take to it, I only colored the front third of my hair. So I parted my hair from ear to ear, kept the back in a ponytail, and I just applied it to the front, just the root area, and I rubbed it in. covered it with a plastic cap, let it sit for about 45 minutes, rinsed it out. So the directions say rinse it out until the water runs clear. And then I followed it up. I didn't have the same brand as the rinse, as the henna. I used my own conditioner. So I followed it up with a conditioning treatment, and I left my conditioner on with a shower cap. I wanted to sit under the heating cap, but I just had too much going on today. I didn't have time to whip out and sit under the heating cap, but I left the shower cap on for an hour before I rinsed it out. Now, what am I going to tell you is that when I rinsed my hair out today, before I even put a leave-in conditioner in it, before I put any sort of product in it, I could see a huge, huge, huge visible difference in the texture of my hair. Now, I hope the light is picking it up, because my hair is it looks very moisturized, and it looks very shiny. And I can't say that I've seen my hair look this good in the last, I want to say, year. And as a matter of fact, the picture I posted on Friday in the pink shirt, so I did a comparison of 2020 versus 2021. Pretty much this hairstyle. Now, I had on a purple shirt for 2021, a pink shirt for 2020. And in 2020, you will see that my hair was jet black like this, and it had a nice sheen to it. I don't think I've seen my hair with that much sheen to it until today. So I have to tell you, ladies, that I think that this clay treatment really made a huge, huge difference in my hair. It is curling nicely. I didn't have to do too much to it. In fact, I snapped some pictures for you guys, but I didn't get a chance to review them to see how well the pictures came out. I took pictures with my hair just wet, no product in it, so that you guys can kind of see what my hair looked like without product, but after washing it out. And I have to say, I was even more impressed today with my hair than I was when I put the mask in on Wednesday. And so I'm thinking I have to follow up. I'm not really sure how often you can use this, but I'm going to try this again. And you know, I'm not really sure. Maybe, I don't know, maybe 6 weeks, 4 weeks or something like this. I'll give my hair a break. And then Trina, hey, look at what, I'm sorry, you guys, but so Trina is one, I think, probably my most faithful follower. And she had been talking to me about this clay mask, and she asked me had I tried it, and I was slow, Trina. I should have listened to you when you first brought this up. So kudos to you for talking to me about this and really getting me to go try this, because if you look at my hair, do you see a difference? I have no hair wax in it this week. I have my regular products in it, and do you see how shiny it is? Have you seen my hair this shiny in a year? Right? It looks, I don't know if you see it. I don't know if the camera is picking it up, you guys, but it looks good. I am so well pleased. I can't even tell you. I guess you're picking up the enthusiasm. I don't know for myself. I'm not seeing that the camera's picking it up, but this hair is so shiny. You can see that it has the definition of the curls, and I'm just, Trina, I'm so pleased. I'm so glad you brought this up. And here's the funny thing. The funny thing is my daughter, because you can use this as a, really, I think most people probably use this as a mask for their skin. This treats acne. Thank you. It treats acne. And my daughter, I remember seeing this in my bathroom for months and months and months, because I think she didn't have facial acne, but she had acne on her back. And so I think she used to use this on her back. The camera is most definitely picking it up. Good. Because this is my iPhone 12, and I hate, I told you, the selfie view on this iPhone 12, I absolutely hate it. I like the regular view, and I switched the cameras tonight because This iPhone 12 selfie thing, to me, first of all, it makes me appear tan, which is fine, but I haven't been out in the sun. I'm not tan, but I don't know, it does something to me. It's harsh. So to me, it ages me and it makes me look harsh. So I have the little camera in front of me. Hey, Carmen. I have my little iPhone 7, which I happen to absolutely love the camera on the iPhone 7. And I have Instagram over here to my right. But anyway, so I have been seeing this clay sitting in my bathroom for months and months and months and months and months. And so funny, you know, my daughter has since moved out, but I ran and I picked it up and I tried it. So Trina, I have to tell you, all the other ladies heard the story again. I mean, already. But now, do you remember the old school science experiments where you have like powder and it like replicates a volcano erupting? That's what this was like. So the recipe calls for you to put a cup of clay. You can't, I think this is the one that you're not supposed to, or I don't know whether it's that on my die, but anyway, one of them says you can't put it in stainless steel or metal. So you put a cup of the powder in here and then you add apple cider vinegar. So what I did was when I poured the apple cider vinegar in a cup of this, it started fizzing up and swelling up. Hey, Marcella, it started swelling up and like smoking and everything, like the old school science experiment of a volcano. So I tried to replicate it for the ladies at the beginning of this broadcast, but I didn't want to waste my products. So I only put like 2 tablespoons in here. So it bubbled just a little bit, but it didn't do what it did the other day. So when I saw the way it reacted and the way that it was bubbling and like smoking and filling up like a volcano erupting, I was honestly, like I told the ladies, I was afraid to put it on my hair. So it says the recipe that I was following off of the internet, I got it on a hair website, said you leave it on for 10 to 20 minutes. So Trina, for the first time in history, I followed the directions and I put it in and I got it out in 10 minutes. Because of the way it was reacting, I was afraid I didn't want to do any more damage to my hair. And so I did the bare minimum and washed it out. And you also missed, I was telling the ladies, I had wash day twice this week. So I put the mask in my hair, I think on Wednesday. And then I washed my hair today. And so I did snap some pictures. I didn't get a chance to look at the pictures, so I don't know how well the pictures came out. But I did get some, I don't know, I'm sorry. The lighting on this, on Maintaining My Crown, the camera went dark. I got some pictures when I rinsed out the shampoo today, and I didn't get a chance to review them, so I'm not really sure how well the pictures came out. But if they came out okay, I will post them so that you can see how good my hair looked with no product. So with the pictures that I shot, it's just wet from washing it, and it has nothing. It doesn't have the leave-in, no curling cream, no nothing, just it's clean hair. Okay, so that's what you missed in the beginning of the show. And then I said I used the liquid henna on my hair today to touch up my roots. So I did my normal. I didn't color the back because I wasn't really sure of, again, I'm trying not to do any damage. Does my hair feel strengthened? It doesn't feel strengthened, but I'm going to tell you, this is the first time, I'm going to say a year, Trina, that I feel like my hair, the roots, the top of my hair that is not damaged, actually resembled my natural hair texture. It felt and it looked just like before the damage occurred. So I'm so pleased. You know, I'm just thinking, why didn't I listen to you in the beginning and try it sooner when you first brought it up? So I'm going to try it again because I'm thinking 2 or 3 times this might do the trick. I still think I got to cut off the bottom 2 inches of my hair, you know. I'm still trying to get through the bottom of it. But I think, based on what I saw today, very well pleased. And you know, I can't say that this in particular strengthened it because, you know, Trina, I do so much with so many masks, and I'm always doing treatments, and I've started incorporating eggs back in my masks and things like that. So I can't say that this made it feel strengthened. All I can tell you is that Olaplex. Yes, I've heard of Olaplex. So let me just finish my thought, and then I'm going to address that. All I'm going to say is that, and I hate that this is so dark, you guys, on Maintaining My Crown on Facebook. I hope it doesn't look like that for you. Is that when I washed it out, and when I put the leave-in cream in, I thought to myself, it's my natural hair texture. I can see my natural hair texture coming back. Let me simplify and put it like that. Now, the damaged hair on the bottom is still damaged. It's still dead. Did it act a little bit better? Yes. In general, all of it acted a little bit better. Is the bottom still kind of like coarse? Yes. But the healthy hair that was never colored and never damaged, definitely I feel like I'm on the mend. I feel like my natural hair texture is coming back. And once I get that bottom, 2 inches off, I will be in good shape. So I think I'm almost at the point where I think I'm gonna give it another month to grow out. Although I keep cutting the bottom off, I think in another 2 months or a month or so, I'm actually gonna come on and I'll wet my hair so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. The difference between the hair that was never colored and the damaged bottom half, because it's so pronounced. But I want to make sure that when I come on and do it, that it's long enough that when I hold it out like sideways, that you won't be struggling to see the difference. I want the difference to be so noticeable that you would be like, I see it right away, Alison. I understand what you're talking about. So, long story short, successful wash day. What did I add on my wash day today? So I gave myself the clay treatment on Wednesday, touched up my roots. I don't know, dare I pick this up and you know what? I'm not going to pick it up, because now with this liquid henna that I use, I will say that I find in the past has, let's see, did it come off? It used to stain my skin so that I would have to really scrub my hands and scrub my nails. And I did see a little bit of the color on my forehead, and I didn't have time. I was so late because the clock changed, and I wasn't on top of it. It was 7 o'clock. I thought it was 6 o'clock. So I didn't get a chance to really touch up my forehead and try to get any of the henna that stained my skin. I didn't get a chance to clean it up. So I'm not going to pick this up for you and show you tonight, but I'll try to do some pictures during the week with my hair pulled back. But, okay, so I put the dark brown henna in, and then after I washed out the conditioner, it almost looked like it was rinsing out the henna a little bit, because when I rinsed out the henna, it looked great. It looked nice and chocolate brown. It took beautifully the way I wanted it to. So I conditioned it with this Moisture Miracle. Now you guys know this is one of my favorite lines to style my hair with. This is African Pride is the brand. Moisture Miracle is this particular line of products. This is honey, chocolate, and coconut oil. And you can see that this is a brown conditioner. And it says Repair and Replenish Conditioner helps to nourish, restore moisture and natural coils and curls. Family size. Now, I haven't used this chocolate conditioner in probably 2 years, even maybe 3, not really sure. I remember liking it, but I loved it today. And let's see, do I have a paper towel? I want to show you the texture. It was so nice. I'll tell you the one thing, I didn't really pay attention that it had coconut oil in it. But when I put it in my hands to rub it in my hair and put it in my hair, that was my initial thought, that it felt like it had oil in it. And I looked at the bottle, and then I saw it had coconut oil. And it was beautiful. It was such a nice consistency. I happen to like the smell of this. Oh, got it on my nose. Let me see. I have some paper. Hold on one second, you guys. I'm sitting at my island, and I have some paper towels right here. I want to show you the consistency. Just bear with me. I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't remember it being as not oily in a bad way, but oily enough that you could pick up the consistency. Okay, so let me show this to you. And it's thick, so you really got to give it a good squeeze to come out, which I like that. All right, so this is thick, right? Because you can see I'm banging on this, and this is still not really coming out. So this is what it looks like. I'm trying to make sure that in the light, you can see this. Okay. Now, let me rub my hands together. Do you see how shiny that is? So this went on beautifully. I have to tell you, I was so pleased with it. I will probably use this next week. Trying to think of how to describe the scent. I can't really think of anything in terms of the scent, but just look at this. So this glides on. I want you guys to see how nice the consistency is. This was beautiful. And I'm so glad I picked this up. I picked this up out of the beauty supply store about 2 weeks ago, and I'm so glad I did. It did the trick, you know, following up the henna. And I grabbed this today because I really didn't intend to use this as my conditioner today. But I grabbed this just because it was brown. And having put in the brown rinse, I wanted to use the brown conditioner, if that makes any sense to you. So I figured if my hair was absorbing any kind of color, I wanted to have the brown conditioner. And it was the best choice ever because it was very moisturizing. And when I washed it out, my hair was absolutely lovely. Okay, so Trina, on to you. Have you ever heard of Olaplex? I have heard of Olaplex, which is, you know, I have to tell you guys, you guys know I laugh at myself all the time, right? And I come on here on Sunday nights. I'm usually wrapping up wash day. I'm usually doing a million different things. I get the front of my hair together. You all know I struggle. Now, oh my gosh, so did you guys just see that? You know I struggle with this patch, right? You know, usually what I was going to say was I don't fuss with the back when I'm coming on because you usually just see the front of me, right? But when I watch the replay, I noticed that a lot of times when I'm up here and I'm talking to you guys, I'm always telling you about the problem back here and I'm touching it and I'm playing with it. And then when I turn around to grab something behind me, I look like, what's the character from The Little Rascals? His hair was always sticking up. You could tell that, like, I don't fuss with the back. So yes, I've heard of Olaplex. I did not try it, but that's what made me pick up this Cream of Nature. They have this Plex breakage defense system. And so it's a 3-step system. I only picked up step number 3. But yes, to answer your question, I just didn't buy Olaplex, to be quite honest, because I found this and this was a little less money. So I figured I would go with this and save, you know, a little bit of money and try this out. And then if this didn't work, I may go, if I can't control the breakage, I'll try the whole Olaplex treatment. I've heard great things about the Olaplex treatment, but I just chose to pick this one up instead and save a couple of dollars. So, and I have to say this, I have been noticing the last 2 weeks that, and I had this once before, I want to say maybe back in 2018, I am seeing the bottom of like little ringlets and curls popping off, which when that happened before, I solved it by giving myself, it's hot in here, you guys, I'm in this The oven's been on. My daughter cooked a big dinner and the oven's been on for hours and it's hot in here. I gave myself a protein treatment. I gave myself the Apogee 2-step protein treatment, and that really kind of fixed it. And I think I was doing the rice water treatments. But what happened with that was then I ended up with protein overload. So you guys know I struggle with the balance between protein and moisture. But I am noticing that I am having little curls snap off. And it probably is because, I need to just suck it up and cut the 2 inches off and be done with it already. But I like the length that it's at. I don't really want, I don't want to go back. I'd rather just keep doing it little by little as it grows out each month. Okay, so what else did I have to tell you? Anyway, I think for a while I'm going to actually do wash day twice a week, believe it or not. I didn't mind it. Today was a breeze. I think with my hair getting in better shape, oh look, here's a little, you can't see it. It's one of the little curls I was talking about. I think with my hair getting in better condition, it was quick and it was easy. I don't have a lot of tangles, to be quite honest. So, and I don't mind wash day. I happen to love wash day. So I actually was thinking today that I might follow that and do wash day Wednesdays and Saturdays. I didn't really mean to do wash day on Sunday. I like to do wash day on Saturdays, but I had a lot going on, so I didn't get a chance to do it yesterday. I did it today. But I think going forward for a couple of months, I'm not going to say that's going to be a thing that I follow long term, but maybe for the next 3 months, I think I'm going to, if it works into my schedule, I'm going to do wash day twice a week. I think that it's good in terms of me trying to infuse the moisture into my hair for me to be able to give myself an oil treatment twice a week, a hot oil treatment. I think that would be beneficial, and to deep condition it twice a month or twice a week, I think will be beneficial. And that is something that I did for a short term in 2018, coming, right after my big chop. I did, and even when I was transitioning, I had heard someone say to wash your hair twice a week because your hair is it's delicate where you have the line between the relaxed hair and the permed hair. So to minimize the breakage, deep condition it twice a week, and I did that. So I think maybe for like 3 months I will wash my hair twice a week. This way I can give it extra moisture, extra heat, a hot oil treatment. And I'm actually thinking about purchasing a steamer. I don't know if I said that last week, but I didn't get a chance to finish researching them. But I think a steamer would be the final thing that I need to get my hair back to where it needs to be. So I'm going to research that this week and then make a decision on a steamer. But I think a steamer would be very beneficial to my hair to get the moisture back. But again, I am so pleased with the way wash day turned out today. I don't know what else to say other than, ladies, it was a success. Kudos to Trina for talking to me about this clay. I'm glad I finally listened to you, Trina. So I take my hat off to you and I say thank you for suggesting this. I think it's just what I needed. And I'm so happy with how healthy and shiny my hair looks. And I only, like I said, I only colored the front, and as I'm looking in the camera, I could see the difference in the color of the back. So I am going to have to at some point go in and color the whole thing. And I don't remember the henna treatment that I gave myself today actually had an oily consistency to it as well. And I don't remember that. It's been about 4 years, 3, 4, 5 years, I think, since I used that, maybe even 6, I think, since I used that product. And when I put it in today, it had the same way this had the sheen, like, it was shiny and looked oily. The henna looked the same way. And so when I put it in, my hair was just shiny and soft. And I don't remember, unfortunately, I don't remember it being like that in the past, but it was a pleasant surprise. So I'm well pleased. I didn't have a bad reaction. So now I feel like next week I will go ahead, because I don't like the way this is picking up, and it's probably going to be hard to get picture. You know, I got to be careful now with the pictures with the two different colors going on. But I'm going to go ahead and just color the roots in the back. I feel safe with that. So anyway, successful wash day. I didn't buy any new products this week, so I don't have anything new to talk to you, about with regard to buying new products. I wasn't in the beauty supply store, which is a good thing. So ladies, remember my friend came on, I forget how, was it 3 months ago, Londy's Choice. She came on with the hair oil, and she gave me 2 bottles, and the second bottle was for me to give away to somebody to try. And I said I wanted to offer it to the men first, because the men have asked me to do a show with, men's products, but I couldn't find anybody to test them out. So I put up a video, I offered it to the men. So ladies, you guys know, I said if no man wants it, I'm going to then offer it to you ladies. Whoever contacts me first and says they'd like to try this oil, I will put it in the mail to you. So ladies, I'm opening it up to you tonight. Send me a message if you'd like to try it. So let me just tell you again exactly what this is, so you know. And for anybody that's watching the replay, this is Londy's Choice. This is a hair oil. And let me just read the front to you, everybody. So this is the bottle, Londy's Choice. And if you missed the episode, check out the episode. It's me and my friend. She's the owner and creator of this hair oil. It's very easy to find the video on Instagram, because the thumbnail picture is split. It's me on top, and then she's on the lower half of the screen. Okay, Londy's Choice Hair Growth Oil with Jamaican Black Castor Oil, pure jojoba oil, pure sweet almond oil, pure organic argan oil, moisturizes and strengthens all types of hair. Okay, so this has a nice smell. It smells like, to me, sweet orange oil. I like it. I have been using it. I told you guys I was going to test it out for her, and I was using it along my forehead, trying to grow in the spots where it was thinning a little bit. So I have been using this oil myself. So this second one, whoever reaches out to me first, send me a message, whichever message. I've got 3 different platforms going, so I don't know. I don't even know what to say. Whoever wants it, send me a message. The message I see first, send me your address. I will get this out in the mail to you, and you can try it, okay? I'm going to offer it up on the video first. If I don't hear from anybody, I'll put a post up. I usually post Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, something like that. I'll put a post up announcing it, so that other people will know and have the chance to try it out. All right. So the funny thing is, over and over again, people keep asking me, they're like, Allison, when are you coming out with your own hairline? Because your own product line, because I do so much. And actually, when we get off of here, I'm going to mix up some more masks, because I have probably 3 avocados, and I still have bananas in the house that are overripe. I'm going to mix up a mask and just throw it right in the freezer, and I'll have it for this week. So people keep asking me, Allison, when are you going to come out with your own line? When are you going to come out with your own line? I don't know. But I'm starting to really think about it, because I do have a 22-year-old son who always, whatever I mix up and whatever I make, he uses it. And so I noticed this week, his beard he's got a full grown man's beard. And he's growing out dreadlocks. And we were talking about it, and he was like, yep, I use whatever you mix up. That's what I use, whatever, because I mix up bottles of oil, and then I keep them on the sink, and I use them. So he uses all of my stuff. So I don't know when I'm going to come out with something. I might do an oil. I do more masks. That's what's fun for me. I love to whip up avocado and banana masks. I like to play with the oils, the essential oils and grapeseed oil and all that stuff. So I think if I were to come out with a line, I probably would come out with conditioners and come out with masks and stuff like that. But I don't know. I did trademark. I told you guys I did trademark Maintaining My Crown. So, and I got myself my business certificate for where I live. I have registered it so that I can open up a business. So I'm going to do that. I did create the t-shirt that you see me wear. So I am, I'm actually thinking about some other products that I want to do, like do some t-shirts, and so I have some other things I'm not going to announce on here, the ideas that I have, but I do want to build a brand out of it. I do want to build a whole product line out of it. So I really just have to focus and sit down and think about what it is that I want to do. And like they say, write the vision, make it plain, and then run with it. But I'm trying to get myself ramped up and positioned. So, you know, I love maintaining my crown. So I'm going to see what I can whip up. And, you know, it might not be a hair product that comes out first. It'll probably be like some, I don't know. We'll have to see, but I'm going to, like I said, I've got these avocados here, and I was like, I don't want to throw these in the garbage. I can just make a mask, throw the mask right in the freezer tonight, and I'll be set for Wednesday. Pull it out. They defrost very quickly. They hold up well, you know, freezing them. I take them out, you stir it a little bit, and you're good to go. I did use my fenugreek oil that I made up last week. I showed you guys that I had a little bottle of oil and I put the fenugreek seeds in them. So I did use that oil when I pre-pooed my hair. I didn't massage my scalp with it every night by itself, but I did pour it into the bottle of oils that I have mixed on the sink that I use. And I did not use the rinse. So I told you I made a tea, a fenugreek tea, where you boil the seeds, and then you just take them out of the water, and you use the water, and you give it you use it as a rinse, just like you would use a rice water rinse. I didn't use that today because I did not want that to interact with the color. I couldn't afford for anything else to go wrong. So maybe Wednesday I will use the tea on my hair, and I'll let you guys know what I think about that. But long story short, I think my hair is on its way back. I'm so ecstatic. And so I have to say, in all honesty, that it was the clay. And I'm still curious. I still want to try the baby powder though. Trina, I'm still intrigued by that whole idea of, hey Kim, I'm still intrigued by the whole idea of using baby powder to lift the product buildup out of your hair. I'm so intrigued by that I want to try it just because. So I don't have baby powder in the house, but I might pick some up, and we'll see. But you know, my hair, I'm well pleased. Let me just sum it up like that. I'm not going to ramble anymore. I'm well pleased. I loved the mask. It was a little scary in the beginning, but it turned out well. My hair is better today than it was on Wednesday. It's great. It's on the mend. And so this week was absolutely a success all the way around. All right. So I don't see, everybody was quiet tonight. I don't see comments. I don't see questions. And I really don't think Instagram started. It won't let me do anything. It looks like it just froze again. But so that's it for me you guys. That's it for me this week. Let me know if you have any questions. Anybody who might want to try the hair oil. Unfortunately, I only have one. So the first comment I see from the, you know, whoever wants to try it out, I'll send it out. If not, I know my sister wants to try it, but you know, I'm trying to offer it up and let one of my followers try it first. Okay. So have a good week, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. It was a pleasure. I am so ecstatic that my hair looks as good as it does. And I don't say that to be conceited. I'm just saying that because this is a lot of work, and you guys know, thank you, Kim, that I have been struggling with my hair for the last week, and last year, and it has looked very dry and very dull. So you want to purchase a t-shirt? You want to purchase the t-shirt that I did already, Trina? Have you seen it? I'm going to you know, people say, how come you don't wear the shirt? I personally, this is just honest, I like a V-neck t-shirt. So women who are top heavy, you look better. So they say, and I concur, you look better in a V-neck. And the shirts that I have are the regular, like the round collar, I forget what you call it, scoop, not a scoop neck or whatever. But for myself, I just would prefer a V-neck. So I'm going to get some V-necks made up of myself. When I did the shirt, initially, I'm going to just tell you the story real quickly. I initially created the shirt just for myself. I was thinking I'm going to have one shirt in a couple of colors because I was going out to different hair shows. And people would always stop me at the hair shows and they would either ask me about my hair and ask me if I had a table, a booth, products, things like that. And I, at the time, really just wanted to promote my Instagram page. And so I didn't have business cards. I really was like unprepared. So I said, why don't I, for myself, just go out and get a t-shirt, and this way when I go to different hair events, I'll have my t-shirt on. People will know my brand. They can go to my page and follow it. And that was really all that I intended. But I had 15 shirts made up, and I had my family members who, whoops, sorry you guys, hold on one second. I gotta plug my phone in. Okay, it said low battery. I had a couple of one of my cousins and friends wanted to, now the camera went dark. Do you see the camera the color just kind of fizzled? I had a couple of family members who said that they would wear the t-shirt. So I had 15 made in different colors and different sizes. I will post a picture this week. I do have a picture of myself in the red t-shirt, although you can't see the full shirt. And then I have one long sleeve t-shirt that I think you can kind of read like Maintaining My Crown. But anyway, I will post those this week. I do need to start selling them to fulfill the whole, thing with the trademark. You do have to show that you're actually using it and earning income and things like that. So I do need to start selling them and get some money, and I'm going to come up with some more designs. And then Trina, what I really wanted to do with them was find scriptures too, and kind of tie them in scripturally as well. So I think you can tie in hair and beauty and find scriptures around that. So that was really my intention of where I wanted to take the t-shirt line and excuse me, and hats and things like that. So I just, it's really just a matter of me sitting down and focusing and really just coming up with the designs, something that I just felt like the t-shirts are really common, to do something different that will set myself apart. So I just really have to sit down, really pray about it and see what I can come up with. But thank you for offering to support me, Trina. I love it. Yeah, I'm excited. That is really one of the things that I've had on my mind for the last year. I just never sit down and focus. But personal story, I think I told you guys I guess it's 3 months ago now, 4 months ago, we had some really, really bad windstorms here. And over my shoulder this way, we had a storm. It was close to a tornado. In fact, I think a tornado did touch down in this area. This, not my neighborhood, but kind of where I am. It ripped off the whole siding of the back of my house, and it happened to be my bedroom wall. So my backyard looked like Tornado Alley. The siding was just shredded like a tornado came. So anyway, I had to get the outside fixed and the inside. So I had some work done in my bedroom. So my bedroom has been revamped, and I am so pleased. I'm so well pleased with it. It used to be purple. I love the color purple. So I had and I like accent walls. So I had a deep deep, rich, beautiful purple accent wall, and then like a lighter shade around the rest of the room. Anyway, got rid of the purple, and it's now like a beautiful creamy yellow beige. It looks different depending upon whether it's day or night. Absolutely gorgeous. So my contractor said, when he was done, he was like, I see a desk in here. You should put a desk in here. So I ordered myself a desk, and I think that's what I need. I just need a quiet spot in the house where I can go in my room at the end of the day, beginning of the day, actually, you know, whenever I want. And I started journaling, so I can sit at my desk now and I can journal. And I think when I get in my room and I can shut the door and sit at my desk, I will be free to just create, and then I can work on my t-shirt line and the other ideas that I have for maintaining my crown and my brand. I think I got some cool things that I'd like to do. I just have to research how to do it and get it going. All right, so that's just a little bit of personal information about things that I want to do. But anyway, I appreciate you guys every week joining me. Thank you for taking the time out on your Sunday night. We lost an hour, so I'm feeling it. I don't know if you're feeling it. I'm feeling it. And I've been back in the gym. I don't know, for those of you who follow me personally, know I've been in the gym now for 3 days in a row. I actually made it to the gym 5:30 a.m. on Friday morning, ladies. So I'm on it. I'm back to drinking my water. I'm back to working out. And if I can get this hair together, skin together, weight together, this COVID weight, if I can get this COVID weight off, I will be happy. I'm trying to position myself for the spring and the summer to be in good shape. All right, praise God is right. Yes, I was afraid to go into the gym. And I have to tell you, I was pleasantly surprised because they have if you download the app, I go to Planet Fitness, they have an app. If you download the app, they have a crowd meter. Now, the crowd meter to me was a little misleading, rather, because at least maybe I wasn't reading it right. But anyway, I thought the gym was more crowded than it really was. So they have limited the capacity. Only 88 people can be in the gym, which is great because it's like 3 machines are blocked off and then you could use the 4th one. So they have you spaced out beautifully. So they open at 5 o'clock. I thought they opened at 5:30, so I planned to be there at 5:30. I got there at 5:30, and it was great. And then I went yesterday, and I went today, and I got there late today. I overslept. You want to be just like me? If I can get this weight off, you don't want to be like me yet. You want to be like me if I can get the weight off, right? I don't know if Trina, I don't know if you are like me and put on all this weight during COVID, but during this pandemic. But anyway, I was afraid to go to the gym. I went once about a month and a half ago, and there were there were way too many people in there to me. People were pulling the masks down, you know, under their nose and things like that. I left the gym and I didn't go back. But the weight gain has gotten so bad, I was like, I have to get back in the gym. Like this I got myself an N95 mask and I wear that in the gym. But I have to say, since I've been back for the last 3 days, the crowd has been minimal. Like today, there was nobody in the gym. I went Sunday morning. I think I got to the gym. They open at 7, so I got there between 8:30. There was basically nobody in the gym. I can get on all the equipment I wanted. Everybody had their masks up. No, I didn't see one person with their mask off or down under their nose. Everybody was following the 6-foot guidelines. They were following the rules to keep the masks up over your nose. So I was very well pleased. I felt comfortable being in the gym. I needed Cam. I don't know if you knew, but at Villa Roma, the whole week we were at Villa Roma, I stayed in that gym. I never went to Villa Roma without being in the gym every single day. That's just one of the things when I go on vacation. You know, the expression a gym rat, I like to be a gym rat. When I can, I enjoy the gym. I don't make it there in my personal life all the time, but on vacation, I make it my business. If I'm at a resort or a hotel that has a gym, I stay in the gym. That's how I maintain my weight. I don't have the best metabolism. I have thyroid issues. So I have a larger frame. I gain weight very easily. I look at food, I can gain weight, and it's very hard, especially, I had my thyroid removed. So after having my thyroid removed, they told me I have to work 3 times as hard as you do to get the weight off. And they're always struggling with my medication and, things like that. So I tend to be on the heavier side. So being in the house up until the shutdown, I was in the gym 5 days a week, 90 minutes a day. So to go from that to being in the house doing nothing, the weight came on and the muscle tone just, you lose your muscle tone. So anyway, everything is not the way I want to look. So I'm back in the gym. I'll be back in the gym tomorrow morning. If I don't make it in the morning, I'll make it after work, but I have to be there. This age thing just makes me gain weight. Yeah, the menopause, basically, that's what I'm struggling with. It's this crazy menopause weight, and it's, you gain it in your midsection. And, I look a good, I'm not going to say it, but, I don't look the way I like to look. And it's summer's coming, and I want to be able to I love maxi dresses. I'm 5'9", so I love beautiful maxi dresses, and I can't do a maxi dress justice, with this gut. And so I am back, right? It's awful. So, I'm back in the gym. I'm happy I'm back in the gym. I feel safe being in the gym. I have to tell you that. If I didn't feel safe, if they weren't following the rules, I would not be in the gym. But it's empty enough. People are following the guidelines. Everybody's hyper vigilant about cleaning the machines. I clean the machine before I use it. I clean the machines after I use it. And so I'm happy to be there, and I'm hoping to get the weight off. All right. But I'm back to drinking my water. I'm going to try to do a detox this week and really start to get myself situated to get this weight off. All right. So I have rambled. This now after 9 o'clock. So everybody have a wonderful week. Thank you for joining me. Again, ladies, Londy's Choice. Whoever wants to try it, send me a message. The first message I see, I promise I will get this out in the mail to you, okay? Other than that, wash day was a success. If you're having issues with your hair, I suggest you try this mask. I think it really worked well for me. They say it works well for acne. If you have acne problems, you can try for acne as well. All right. So I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to say goodnight to you. I'm going to get in the kitchen and whip up a mask. Have a great week, Kim. I'm going to make myself an avocado mask for the week. I'm going to whip that up in my blender now and freeze it. All right. So thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. All right. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful week, you guys. Be safe. All right. Good night.